Just put my jersey on for the first time. Broncos orange, let's ride.
What's up, Steeler Nation? Just signed, baby. Fired up to wear the black and gold. Here we go. What's up, guys? Russell Wilson here, quarterback of the New York Giants. Man, I'm so excited to be here, and let's make sure we make this happen. Let's do whatever it takes.
Russell Wilson turns down the New York Giants' request ahead of the 2025 NFL. Please subscribe to this channel so that you will not miss out on any information. Ahead of the 2025 NFL season, the New York Giants were initially linked to Aaron Rodgers, but ultimately, they decided to bring Russell Wilson into their quarterback lineup. Rodgers has reportedly chosen the Pittsburgh Steelers as his destination for the upcoming season, with the Minnesota Vikings also being considered. However, before the Giants signed Wilson, staying in New York seemed like a possible option for the 41-year-old quarterback. After spending 2 years with the New York Jets, Rodgers became a free agent, and the Giants were seen as a strong contender for his services, as they sought an experienced quarterback following a disappointing run with Daniel Jones. However, Rodgers took his time to make a decision. While the Steelers were willing to wait for the four-time MVP, the Giants moved quickly, opting to sign Wilson and Jameis Winston instead. Although Giants general manager Joe Schoen didn't provide specific reasons for not waiting on Rodgers, he did offer a clear statement about the team's confidence in their quarterback room for 2025. "We're good with the guys we got," Schoen said during the NFL's annual meeting. He declined to discuss Rodgers directly, though he hinted that Rodgers' timeline didn't align with the Giants' plans. "All situations are different. Some people have different timelines," Schoen explained. "We were comfortable going that route with Wilson and Winston." The Giants signed Wilson on March 25th, but Schoen clarified that the timing of the deal wasn't influenced by Rodgers' situation. He confirmed that the team had been in talks with Wilson since his visit to the Giants' training facility on March 14th. "We were still looking at all options," Schoen said, adding, "We just felt comfortable with Russ, once we had him in the building, to get a contract done with him." As the NFL offseason draws to a close and the 2025 season approaches, Russell Wilson's decision to decline the New York Giants' offer has made a significant impact across the league. This decision carries profound implications, not just for Wilson's career, but also for the future of both the Giants and the Broncos. In this article, we explore how this monumental decision unfolded, the consequences for both teams, and the direction Wilson and the Giants will take heading into the 2025 season. The New York Giants have struggled in recent years to find consistency at the quarterback position. Though they've built a solid defense and a promising offensive line, their efforts to establish a reliable offense have been stymied. Daniel Jones, drafted 6th overall in 2019, showed progress in 2023, but his performance in 2024 raised concerns about his future with the team. Frustration began to mount among fans and the front office as the team continued to fall short of playoff contention. Seeking to revamp their roster, the Giants' leadership, including general manager Joe Schoen, began exploring options to bring in a proven veteran quarterback. Russell Wilson, despite his ups and downs with the Denver Broncos, remained an attractive option. With a Super Bowl ring, multiple Pro Bowl selections, and years of consistent success, Wilson was seen as the type of player who could elevate the Giants' offense and potentially lead them back to postseason relevance. By the end of the 2024 season, Wilson's tenure with the Broncos appeared uncertain. Denver, having invested heavily in his acquisition, was struggling to see a return on that investment. Meanwhile, Wilson's performances had been inconsistent, though flashes of his former self were still evident. Reports suggested that the Broncos might be open to trading him, and it was around this time that the Giants made their move, contacting Wilson's representatives to discuss the possibility of him joining their team. However, the Giants' approach was unconventional. Instead of pursuing a trade for Wilson, they offered him the opportunity to sign as a free agent, with a lucrative contract that would make him the face of their franchise for the foreseeable future. This offer was an attempt to inject a winning mentality into the team while providing Wilson with a fresh start. Russell Wilson's decision to decline the Giants' offer was a complex one, shaped by several key factors both on and off the field. Despite the struggles, Wilson expressed a deep commitment to the Denver Broncos. The team had made several significant moves to improve the roster, including bolstering the offensive line and adding skill players. Wilson, having faced adversity in Denver, was determined to see through the rebuilding process. His decision to stay with the Broncos reflects his belief in the team's potential and his desire to overcome the challenges they had faced together. Turning down the Giants allowed Wilson to remain loyal to Denver and its efforts to return to playoff contention. Wilson's desire to redeem himself was another driving factor in his choice. After achieving sustained success in Seattle, his abrupt trade to Denver and subsequent struggles left a major blemish on his career. Moving to New York might have been an opportunity to prove himself in a new environment, but it also would have involved starting over again. Wilson chose to stay in Denver, where he could focus on recovering his former form and leading the team to success rather than entering yet another unfamiliar situation in New York. On a personal level, Wilson's family played a crucial role in his decision. After his highly publicized divorce from Seattle, he has sought to create a more stable home life and balance his career with personal responsibilities. Relocating to New York would have required uprooting his family again, adding unnecessary pressure to his already turbulent career. This personal factor likely played a major role in his decision to remain in Denver, where he could provide stability for his family while focusing on his career goals. The Giants were clearly disappointed by Wilson's decision. They had hoped to pair their strong defense and improving offensive lineup with a veteran quarterback who could lead them to the playoffs. With Wilson now off the table, the Giants must reconsider their quarterback situation. Daniel Jones, who remains under contract for 2025, is still the most likely starter. However, given his inconsistency, the Giants may look to make further moves to upgrade at the position. They could explore potential trade opportunities or even target a quarterback in the upcoming draft. The decision to stick with Jones will shape New York's 2025 season, but they may continue to look for ways to strengthen their roster around him. For Russell Wilson, his decision to stay in Denver sets the stage for a critical season in 2025. After a series of disappointing seasons, Wilson is at a crossroads in his career. If he can recapture his form and help the Broncos return to relevance, he could solidify his legacy as one of the league's great quarterbacks. However, another underwhelming season might lead to a re-evaluation of his future in Denver, possibly pushing him into a backup role or even retirement. Ultimately, Wilson's choice to decline the Giants' offer highlights the complexities players face when making career decisions. Beyond the immediate football implications, Wilson's decision reflects his personal goals and commitment to the team he believes in. For the Giants, Wilson's rejection signifies the end of one chapter in their quarterback search, leaving them to explore other avenues to find their long-term solution under center. Meanwhile, Wilson remains in Denver, aiming to lead his team to redemption in the upcoming season.